irregularities with voting machines. We've seen the social media companies be forced to step in and crack down. I'm curious, from your perspective, have you seen big tech do enough, specifically a website like Facebook, to correct the president's lies?
I'm not a big fan of Facebook. I don't know what they have been doing, but I know they've been part of the problem all along. And I just refer back to the Elections Infrastructure Government Coordinating Council and the Election Infrastructure Sector Coordinating Executive Committees and what they said. The November 3rd election was the most secure in American history. There's no evidence that any voting system was deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or in any way compromised. And this is so important because we've had resistance from the other side in protecting the critical infrastructure of our elections. It's the mechanics of it, and this is a good report back that things were going well. To your point, what is happening in the social media that is so poisonous to our system, and how do we have a remedy for that? It is social media. The technology is a blessing, but it's a double-edged sword in terms of communication, democratizing the spread of information. So I would hope that they would have some sense of responsibility because they were very much a part of causing this problem to begin with. But I do also want to say that with the president, see, it's not just another branch of government, the White House. It is the bully pulpit. Joe Biden knows why he's there. He has a plan to be effective for America's working families, and he will have, the stage. So it's not as if we're trying to get a distinction made here and press is engaged in equivalence, and which I think was unfair. But nonetheless, in terms of having the bully pulpit, it's not just a branch of government. It's not just having the White House, not just a branch of government, not just appointments to jobs and a cabinet arrest. It's the connection with the American people. President Lincoln, public sentiment is everything. With it, you can accomplish almost anything. Without it, practically nothing. And it leapfrogs over so many other misrepresentations. I hope that everybody will give Joe Biden a chance to have his message out there. What I saw during the Trump administration is he could say anything. It would be 2 days' worth of news, whether it had any value or not. Let's hope that everyone will give Joe Biden the chance. He is the president. 78 million votes and still counting. A mandate in our country. So my confidence and my hope springs from the public. The American people are so good. They're very clear about meeting their needs. And one of the messages for us in all of this is the clarity that behooves us to say this. Some of the fears that they have: automation, globalization, diversity, climate issues, and the rest. We want them to know that what we're talking about is we're all going down this path together. This is not a zero-sum game. If one person wins, another person loses. No. And there is a place in the future for every person in our country, and how we use the automation, the globalization, and those issues in a way to give them that assurance and those jobs. I said yesterday, it's a four-letter word. I say it all the time, a four-letter word. Jobs, 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 which contribute not only to the economic health of families, but the health and well-being of America's families.
Follow the Raising Patriots for more breaking news.